Test. Oh, there we go. I had to add actual thing to the scene. Can I hear myself on my phone?
Test.
Oh my god, I can. That sounded... My mic sounds kind of good. Okay, delete that one, and then you guys will be heard in audio capture, desktop audio, correct. Alright, say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Audio capture.
Alright, now we will wait.
Alright, say something. Hello.
Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, we can hear. We're good now. Alright. This is awkward. Alright, so. Ark, you can start.
Hi, I'm Archangel. I am a co-writer and story builder for the Scientist series.
Dylan.
Yeah.
You're.
I'm Dylan, co-producer and voice actor for the Scientist series.
Yeah, and a set builder. I hate saying my name, you know that? It actually makes me like a recoil. I'm gonna change it. I'm Harmless AV. I'm the show producer, writer, director, editor, all that fancy stuff. And we together are the Scientist series.
God, that was so good.
We are the Scientist. Today we're gonna be going over episode 1 of the Scientist series and just kind of commentating or whatever the word is over it and talking about it. And some voice actors might join along the way. I think one may be coming. So, are we ready to rumble?
I guess so.
Ark's like, I don't get paid enough for this.
I don't get paid at all.
Okay, yeah, exactly, good. Okay, actually, fun thing about this, if you look at the content warnings on the other episodes, that's louder than I thought it would be. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, when does it end?
If you look at the, like, opening warning on the other ones, it gets slightly redder. Dylan, you're actually the person who told me about what is it called? B footage or whatever? B-roll?
B-roll, yeah.
B-roll. You're the person who told me to get like B-roll of Arcadia, so that's why this like opening scene kind of exists, and I absolutely love it. I loved episode 1. This shot is one of my favorites. I love the lightning. That wasn't planned. And then, of course, the beautiful set. Which, Ark, I think, didn't you help write the scenery for, like, in the drafted scripts? In the draft ones?
Yeah, I helped write some of the scenery, and I helped build part of
Yeah, I remember.
Jessica's house.
Yeah, you did. You did. This house,
I
right?
helped you and Dylan. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Journal entry 33, day 8, 192
Yeah, okay.
hours.
Let me
or
fix the audio. There you go.
11,520.
I absolutely love the voice actor for
That's how long
Jessica.
I've been stuck
It was a
in my
steal.
room.
And of course, Dylan, just like all these builds, he's so good. It looks so good.
I'm a wizard.
You're a
I
wizard.
think all the voice actors are like perfect.
Yeah. Jessica's voiced by Vanessa. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but it's like Benoit or Iot? Benoit? I don't know. Something like that. Something I hate is that you could see like Dylan like trying to flick a command block on in the background for the lightning in that. And I never got to cut it.
Ooh.
It's on the right. Oh, you get to point out the you know who in this scene, so it actually becomes public now.
I don't know what you're on about, Ava.
Saul.
No, do not know.
This time for
Wait,
Yeah.
getting my
wait,
face
Okay. Yeah. You
fixed.
don't know. Totally. Saul Goodman is Saul Goodman.
According to my
What's up, Mark?
genius dick of a father, I'm
It's
an
all
out of
good,
this.
man.
It's all good. What did you say, Ark?
I don't know
There's
how
no
to feel
hidden people
anymore.
in the scene.
No, not in this one, but
Was
when
I
it comes up.
always just
Or in any
a
teams.
test?
Oh,
I remember.
Do I really matter to anyone? I mean, anyone in my family? What system
One of the
do
core
I
things that
exactly fall
the
into?
build of the lab that Dylan
All
put
I
in was
want
there was like an
is
upside down
time.
cross at the entrance of the door, and I thought that was really
I
clever.
want to know. I need to know.
Oh.
Why is the outside
I
world
think Ark just liked
a
that.
life, school
They're
maybe?
back.
Maybe even a checkup from someone.
Art got
Why
tired.
is it all so empty?
Oh, I'm feeling
I
so
spent
ill.
an hour looking and listening as the plot
Oh,
ticked
that's
away.
not it.
I absolutely
Focusing on
love
something
this shot.
else.
I think, Dylan, you were the one who showed me this kind of angle from the foot
Then
shot
again,
is what I call
life
it.
do I have outside of this hellhole of
Did
a
I?
house?
I think you did. You showed me the foot shot and I overused it to like hell and back on this episode. I absolutely loved it.
I feel like the only way to be heard is
I
to
love
cause the
this. Oh my
chaos
god.
that he wants.
Charlie or Warden, I don't know what they go by on
So-
YouTube, but
Why not do it?
they're the one that helped me on the little beams from the sky in that scene. And in the script, it was just amazing. And that little tick fading out.
Mm.
And then Ghost did the art for this, of course. Ghost does all the art. They're awesome. I love how it slow zooms in and then dissolves. I couldn't do that in any of the other episodes correctly for some reason. Oh, I love the cinematography. When I was like a little 4th grader, I joined like a film class, and they taught me a lot of the shots, like this. I love the mini sound effects in the rain. Slow zoom out. I remember Dylan, we had like a large problem building that house because I wanted that window there for that exact shot.
By far the worst building you've ever done. It was such a pain.
That build took like 2-3 days. Wait, no, it took like a week, didn't it? Because we had to make a whole hill around it. Like all of that, if you build
We had to change-
inside, it's all fake.
Almost
guys,
all
it's
of
me in the
that terrain.
background.
Literally
Oh,
all that terrain is
Benoit,
custom.
yeah, Benoit. Yeah, if you actually load up the actual seed of the world, all of that is fake.
Guys, look, it's
Right
me.
there.
Yeah, here's Arc's lines coming up. Oh.
You
Aaron.
blink and you'll miss them.
Aaron is awesome. They're played by I think they're
fucking
Quibble.
love Aaron.
Yeah, you wrote Aaron actually, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a
I
little
was-
bit about
I was-
Aaron, would you?
Okay, so Aaron made their first appearance back in
HM,
History
right? Harmless.
SMP.
Oh, History
No.
SMP.
Yes, sir.
Or canonically in History SMP.
Yeah. Do you remember the
I
actor
believe
for
we
them?
have made a breakthrough.
In
Their
History
name was like
SMP,
Dog or like Chaos
Done,
something
Aaron.
in HM.
In HM, it was my
You
friend
have done
Dog.
well. under
Yeah.
Arcadius.
I'm no longer in
Perhaps
contact
I
with them.
misjudged you.
Because
I am
it wasn't like
promoting
anything
you
big.
to
We
my
just like
right
kind of like
hand
faded out,
man.
you know.
Yeah, I still have them on my
Discovery
friends list.
of
If you
life
look in the background, I love in this
and the
scene you could
death
see
that
the
follows.
Archangels kind of like looking around in the back.
Sir,
That's something
I'm honored.
we had to get so many body actors for this scene. It was crazy. We needed 3 in the back at all times, just chilling there. So I got Charlie to join on like his alt accounts on like with his tablet. And in one of these scenes, an Archangel is being controlled by Charlie's foot.
Anyways, Aaron
Aaron.
is in History SMP. Aaron,
Which is Charlie's server.
yeah,
Or was Charlie's
um,
old server.
yeah. History SMP is Charlie's old server about kind of like it's kind of like a pre-story for Charlie's character to HM.
Or one of the
along
universes,
with,
right?
like,
Because
one of the
Humanity's King is
universes.
also a separate thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll talk to Charlie about that. But
That's what Charlie
it's
did.
oh, then
But
yeah, I guess.
hold on, this scene right here. That's Charles on the radio. If you listen in the background after Rosalind turns this off, you can hear
We ever get a
Jeepers
break from
Creepers.
those things?
So that was a little thing I added in.
Jessica,
That's
you
I
know
like
you're
that.
supposed to be
Anyway,
grounded.
Aaron,
If
yeah.
your father were to come home now, he'll yell
Aaron
at us
is
both.
shown as like depressed
Go to
and
your room.
like not very
Yeah,
glad
I
for
remember
because
when
of
you
the
told me.
scientist.
Yeah, I
Mom,
told you,
he's
or
hiding
you told me.
You
Oh,
know
sorry.
it.
Hold on, let me
Jessica,
turn it down a
your
little.
father is
When
courageous and
we were
studious
first writing
man.
Aaron
He
in
is
episode
doing what's
1,
right for
you
our
wanted them to
village.
sound
Then why did he
monotone,
ground me, Mom?
and I think
Why?
and like have that kind of energy only when
Jessica,
talking to the
please.
scientist or like big
I'm
people,
only
you know.
trying to keep this house together.
No, I told you that I
He is
wanted
doing
them
what's
to have
right
big
for our
energy at the
village.
start, but as
Oh,
the series
yeah,
progresses,
yeah.
they
I
progressively
almost
get more and more
threw my rope
monotone as a result of working with
You
the
had no say in
scientists.
it.
Which I kind of flipped that on
What
its
did
head
I do wrong?
and started them off monotone and then gave them everything, like the promotion.
You'll be mad at us
That works really well too, actually, thinking about it. But,
The main progression of Eren was supposed to be a lot different, but we can't get into it because it still ends up the same. I will say that, but I
Right.
can't get into that because spoilers, obviously.
but
I love
yeah,
this scene when I
Eren-
first shot it, zooming into the green. Eren also gets promoted to green, so there's a lot of similarities there. What are you saying?
Eren is shown as like depressed and kind of like not caring around the younger characters in HM, because Eren in not HM, in history,
History.
Eren was much older than Charlie and Yez. And Eren actually ends up dying very shortly into it.
I didn't get to view a bunch of the streams of History SMP, but
The VODs are up on my channel, but they're not very good quality.
the little heartbeat sound effect in the back. I think that was like Dylan's call.
I just
Love the cinematography here.
It's very beautiful.
I had to actually reshoot this. This is intercut with like 2 takes. This was my first ever retake that I've done on a scene because I wanted it to feel more personal. And I think Dylan, you're the person who taught me. Dylan teaches me a lot about film and stuff. I think Dylan's the one that taught me about the FOV and kind of zooming into camera to get a closer kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So.
turns out it turned out very well. But
Eren.
Eren ends up dying at the hands of the Queen of
Leave it
Peterlands, because
alone.
that's where they were staying
Mhm.
at the time, and
orders
it was
behavior.
kind of hinted at that they've been staying there for a while, which
In the end,
also caused them to be like super depressed because it sucks there, right? And she ends up tricking Ark into reviving her in HM.
I remember that because they get revived together. Yeah.
I was only trying
Yeah.
to bond while she had
Which was
time.
Amy's idea.
But you did it on a whim.
goes by too fast to bond, Rosalina.
You
Yep,
sent
one
me
shot and you're gone.
you sent me the idea for it, or you edited my idea for it.
Yeah,
So
and
I
then you
took
did
that
it
as a
all,
go-ahead and did it.
all of a sudden.
So that's why you've been
But
in the
it's
lab so
fine.
much
It leads
recently,
to this.
right? A new lead on
I
immortality.
do like the original concept we had for
What I do
Eren in Scientist series.
concern to
Because
anyone,
Eren in HM and that, it was very
especially not
confusing,
a
but
child.
in Scientist series,
Yeah.
I remember the original idea was
I am not your
obviously the
faulty
notes and
creation.
stuff, and I took that and ran with it. I remember the books and
Hey, she
smoke
said the funny
and-
word. She said faulty.
Yeah, that's the first time I used
She
the
said
word
the funny
faulty.
word.
Yeah,
So
that
you're
was the
just
first
gonna keep
faulty in
inside
the script,
all my
I
life,
think.
Right? All I am is another experiment, right?
I remember
But-
Dylan, we
Say
had a big
something!
feud over what the house and the living room should look like, and I really wanted that circular
am I
kitchen,
stepping out of line?
and Dylan
Huh?
absolutely hated
Is that
it.
what it is?
Pain.
Again?
It's
Maybe.
awful.
Maybe
I
that's what you need.
still
Wake up
stick
and
by
treat
it.
me like I'm your kid and not another fucking experiment.
Jessica Mir. That is no way to speak to your father.
My father.
I think I want to
Really
retcon
wanted to
Dog's
go
work
outside and do
as
something, Mom.
um
We sit inside
Eren,
and waste
after,
our lives away waiting
like,
for a breakthrough that he's been trying to make for the past 10
after
fucking years.
Eren was revived,
Mhm.
Lab.
because after Elizabeth, I do kind of want to.
No. I
'Cause
wanna
there's
go
no
out
finish
and
for her,
make
which is
friends.
pissing me off.
I want to live my life
No
the
finish
way it
for
was.
Eren?
The way people
Eren.
live is
Uh,
no longer the
Which
way
pisses
we
me off
can
because-
live, Jessica.
Hopefully we can bring that to
Gods
Scientist
control
series
every
then.
aspect of everything.
Well, my problem is that we can write
Insane.
an end for a character for
Mhm.
Eren, but as of right now in HM, Eren is like MIA and is like rarely ever talked about,
Yeah, they're just chilling out and doing whatever the hell
which
in the
It's
middle
makes
of
me
not
nowhere.
mad.
safe there.
Yeah,
What are
because
you
she
talking
feels
about?
incomplete in HM.
Yeah.
That's
So
no
I might
place for a child.
maybe might
He
do
could get
something with that
hurt.
one day.
Mom, please.
We're coming up on Dylan's favorite scene of episode 1.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Past the Sol scene, or
No.
is it the Sol scene you're
Yeah,
talking
listen.
about?
Can we just sit down and eat? like a normal family would?
Yes.
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 Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can.
Thank you.
A little story, a little
Fixed
story,
it.
a little backstory to what the hell any of that even means. I was showing Dylan the preview for this scene when episode 1 was just in its first like draft edit, and I unpaused, and Rosalind was mid-conversation just going, "She could get hurt! Can we just sit down and like the audio was so fucked up, and then all of a sudden we just hear yes we can, yes we can, yes we can, and it's just like blaring in our ears, and oh, it was
I just
it was
want to
so
say those
loud.
eggs and I think
So,
bacon look good as
What have you
fuck.
been up to?
Yeah, right, like the mod.
Um,
This was made by a British person,
Rosalind
the
is
mod.
an amazing fucking cook.
Yeah,
That's her name, right? Rosalind?
yeah, Rosalind Mir.
All right then.
Meir. I always thought it was pronounced Meyer.
In the script here,
What about you?
coming up,
Anything
this
new?
scene, or it passed already, but we have the scientist kind of just deadpan looking at Jessica, and I absolutely love. Yeah, oh, it's so good. And then Jessica looks up and then back down.
If
You
you'll
know,
be
that
here any second,
awkward
any
family
incorrect
dinner kind of
procedures
feel.
and
I
we'll
love
be
that.
gone, out of the picture.
Liability is the only
It's very
way to progress
relatable
science.
to the
Without
silly.
it, we are stuck in a nomadic,
I love Celine's
primitive
character.
era of lifestyle.
I'm pretty sure Celine was just like on a whim. In the first draft of the script, I had Celine in as just like scientist worker 1, and I think that's Zach as like scientist worker 2. Huh?
Good, sir.
Sorry, I was talking
Great.
to my phone.
Oh.
Because I did something that could have ended up very bad.
To prep the archangels for their
Very
neurotransmission
loud.
later,
I
correct?
love
Yes, sir.
how this
The color is rapidly applied
build
to
turned out,
Archangel
Dylan.
Mark 1, code 0001.
Yeah, it's a very good
It will be
build.
ready before
I
tonight.
enjoyed it.
I was hoping maybe we could speak privately.
I remember the process for this was hard because didn't we get like the measurements messed up by
When would
like
you
a
like to
block,
speak to
and we
me
had to
about?
redo like we had to expand everything by 1 and like restart it.
Was it for that build?
I think
Charlie
it was
did
because it was circular,
Allow
this
me.
one, right? And the stairs were messed up, so we had to like do slabs.
That
Yeah.
was most
Yeah,
of that
the
build was
slabs.
Charlie.
Really? I remember you and I planned out the floor design and we couldn't figure out a block to land on because we wanted it to feel like the rest of the lab but darker, like an incubation kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think the greens came out very well. Of course, Smoke's voice actor, Alice, just
research,
kills
sir.
it.
I
He's
fear it's getting out of
amazing.
hand.
Everything he does, like even the small lines are just absolutely,
Terrifying.
Out of hand.
like, God, sends
Creating life,
chills down my
don't
spine,
get me wrong,
man.
sir, is amazing.
Out of hand.
But the tactics.
I love it.
Don't you find it a little
Amazing
inhumane?
voice actor.
Those things aren't human. Why would you worry about the well-being of a copy when we are doing this for humanity?
Oh, Dylan, this is
Of course
the
I've seen
scene I was talking about where I was sliding across the floor.
To question.
The toe shot. This was what we filmed first. Oh, and then Aaron, you could see in the back arc. I added that because of, yeah, you could see Aaron jotting down notes in the back.
And if we do create
And
these
then
She looks
gets-
terrifying.
Who, Aaron?
Pardon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a creepy creeper in the
Yeah,
background.
there's a lot of scenes that I don't think anybody picked up in episode 1 where Aaron's just in the back
Relift it.
jotting notes down.
I like that though. It makes sense.
Yeah. Because, you know, their thing is
She's-
to take notes. They're a note taker. Also, in the
Right.
script, I bounce between pronouns for Aaron so much, between, like, he, she, they. So I've just decided they use it all, but I usually use, like, she.
Yeah. She.
Mom, help!
Obviously, this is foreshadowing to episode 3.
Dad, Mom!
Oh, I forgot this is a part in this.
It was a very interesting shot. It was very hard to record a child swimming for their life in Minecraft. But it got done. I love the thunder. And then all of this audio here. I think I told Dylan. All of this audio here is taken from actual past streams. From Harmless SMP. Like
Father?
Harmless SMP, The Dome.
Father?
Some from like HM. And then we have that big glass dome, which Dylan, I think you actually rebuilt from the Reality Hall event in the dome.
Did I?
I remember because I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm so bad at making circles. Yeah, from Reality Hall, that big event where in the dome where there was a huge bunch of
All the planets and shit.
And if you look
Yeah.
really closely, you could see the bottom of somebody's white shoes there that Jessica's looking at. And I wanted it to be a black background to kind of blend in with it. And you could barely see them, just barely. So I think on the first watch, a lot of people missed that.
I remember my first watch. I didn't think it was a person. I thought it was like a mistake.
No, that's there for a reason.
I thought it was very failure faulty. Get it?
I love that little shot. I think Dylan, you were there. I think you were the body actor for Jessica in that, huh?
I think so.
Yeah. I remember you telling me to get like a shot of the door closing on the camera or something.
Hmm.
I guess I didn't use it, obviously, but...
Fucking prick.
And then we have this nice little moment where Jessica is speaking to this random wither rose.
I've only heard of you in stories.
I love this scene.
It
I think
feels
Ark,
like something's missing, you know? Not being
No,
able to
no,
meet
this was
you.
part of the first draft, but I think you helped me kind of write this upcoming part where the scientist kind of just slowly walks into frame. And there's that little ambience, it kind of settles. I think in the script you actually wrote something like a lion stalking its prey or something, which was really
You're not
freaky
really the
for
bad
like
guy,
a
are you?
that's her dad, you know? But
It
the body
kinda
actors
helps
did
that
so well.
They kind of hope that I know who the scientist is and how he acts and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the scientist is like,
I presume you are ready
you said
to go, Jessica?
on a whim in the dome, you were like, yeah, it was made by a scientist.
Yes.
And I DM'd you the idea
Ready
of,
to go.
we have a scientist character.
Yeah.
Well,
And then in the dome, nothing was done with Ark. It's canon
It
that
was
she
all
like started
HM.
building. She started building a boat and was like living in a hole, right? Which,
Oh, yeah, I actually kind of remember that, yeah. I love this little... I wanted to go behind the tree and then out from the scientist's hair, but obviously I didn't know how to do
frightened?
it. I love that line. You can see the little upside down cross there as well that
No.
Dylan
I just
made.
never thought I'd get to live to see the lab this close.
Perhaps I judged you
Oh, I
too
love that little
harshly.
lightning. Dylan, do you remember when we accidentally set the entirety of the scientist's house on fire? And the tick speed was like abnormally high.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck.
I remember, Dylan, you
One day,
hated
Jessica,
making that
you'll
front
be
desk.
just
You thought
like
it looked
me.
so out of place.
I'm sure of it.
You're like, why is there no
The
door
last
there
thing
or
I
something?
want is to be like you.
I
The
feel
Arcadia
maybe
symbol
then
in the
you'll
back.
understand what this is for. So please, Jessica,
real
don't
ones
hate me
know
when you do.
why
This music
Ark is
coming
named
up.
Ark.
Yeah, Ark. And then
Short
you
for
have,
Arcadia Labs.
yeah, Arcadia Labs Angel. I like
Actually, her
that
name
this
is-
little face. Yeah, what is in HM Ark's canon name was Elizabeth,
Go
right?
ahead. The door will
No,
open
Ark's
when you
canon
No, that's
name
Elizabeth.
was Lauren.
Lauren. Yes, you're correct.
Um,
Of course you are.
but she went by Ark except the only person who ever called her Lauren was Wingless.
And Fadu.
And Fadu once or twice, yeah. But again, Fadu mostly stuck with Ark, because that's what almost everybody called her.
And who was that other person? Lucked Out did as well. Called you Lauren.
Lucked Out did, yep. That asshole who
Devils
lost
eat
my magical
laundry
sword.
or whatever. Devils. Was it that book? And it just was called Devils, and it was like Devils Eat Laundry. I still have that. I looked at it on stream a few days ago.
Oh.
That was the first that track right there. I used that track from the Valetudinarian. Absolutely love, or I think that's like the Valetudinarian or something like that. I love their music. They actually work on the Scientist
What are the
series
reports
now
on the
with
Archangels?
music.
That's really cool.
We've monitored them all for about an hour now and have awaited your arrival, sir. The
I
memory
love the
transfer
voice actor
protocol
for,
is
I
ready.
think this is Zach, if I remember. Yeah, Zach.
Vitals are 100% on all
That's
three of the
Krista.
Archangels.
I really like Zach's character. I remember originally in this scene we only had like 3 body
What you
actors, so we had to
have
very
made
cut around it.
is remarkable.
What I have made is essential. It is progress I cannot afford to lose once again to the hands of a slight mistake.
Do you speak of all your past creations in such a harsh tone?
Oh, I love Smoke's
Test
voice
240 was
actor.
marked as a
Like,
failure for a reason,
Siphon was calling this
I do
out for
not
episode
intend to
3, but even
jeopardize
back
this
in
world
episode
with my
1, or
mistakes.
episode
Now
1
again,
and 2,
you
just
assured
all of
that
it.
he is kept well
The
contained,
scenes
correct?
where Smoke and the
assure
scientists
you
are together
have
are
my
so,
guarantees
1, well written,
his
and 2,
bounties
well
have escaped.
voiced,
He cannot
and
come
like
through.
well shot
Very.
and all of that. I love their dynamic. I'm so scared to overuse it though. There's some awesome stuff in episode 4, 5, and 6 with
And
them.
this
I like how in this shot, in the script,
This is my
it
daughter,
said,
Jessica.
"Oh, you helped write this scene, Act 2. I remember you helped write Act 2.
Yeah.
It was like
the
the
fierce
scientist.
submission line.
Yeah, the scientist stands in front of Jessica as if protecting her from Smoke. That's the line I used. Obviously, Jessica's like shitting their pants. They're like, "What the fuck is going on? Who is this guy with red eyes? That's scary. What is going on? Why are they British? I've never heard a British person." You know?
I wrote the fear is submission line. That's what we
Yeah,
have.
You
yeah.
can never marvel
Oh, I
at
helped
having
write it.
Pain
You
is
wrote the
fear.
first part, and I
Vicious
finished
creation.
it.
Here's submission.
Submission is progress.
Yeah.
So, what exactly?
And this is the scene where
even
Charlie
is it?
was on an alt account and their
Archangels,
foot was
gods.
body acting
I've created
Jessica.
Oh.
Or the scientist. It was body acting the scientist.
Body acting
But
the science
aren't you
with a
trying to
foot.
kill
Yeah, because they had to use their
crazy.
hands on the other one.
There are things you've yet to learn about.
So
the
this was
world,
all
Jessica.
Charlie right here. Just back and forth, foot and hand.
I need you to
I
go to
will
the
be
main
back in
room
3.5
and activate
seconds.
the protocol.
Okay. 1,
as you wish,
2,
sir.
3, 3.5. You fucking liar. Oh, I love this music. I can't remember who the music was by, but I think it was Crypto Chamber or
Jessica,
something.
I must apologize.
I absolutely love the music on this.
What? What?
I've treated you harshly.
So Dylan, I know that
unfairly.
was
I
an
grounded you
unintentional
solely for
pillar
your
right
protection.
there, because we were just building it just
promise
cause,
you,
but I love how
I
it
want
separates the
nothing but the
scientist
best
and
for you.
Jessica. That wasn't in the
Your mother.
script. It just
For
looked
the
awesome.
family.
I get it. But don't you think
Oh my
one
God,
day I would have had to
fucking
live
awesome.
my life?
All of the
anyways?
like the lab
Were
builds
you
especially
really
look
planning on
awesome.
keeping me inside every day of my life?
is being initiated in 10 seconds, sir.
To control one is to keep another safe.
This is the line that I
Jessica,
wrote.
this world, all of it.
Or, well, I wrote the
It
monologue.
is not
but-
sin. It is ridden with the mistakes and pestilence that the gods left behind. Their mighty shadows cast down upon us, and most of us are too blinded by their holy light to realize it.
8,
Their divinity,
He's so cool,
their
man.
sacredness.
7,
It means nothing but a
I
lie.
like the way he says sacredness.
6.
There's more to this. There is more out there. But first, we must uncover the secrets. Because if a god can bleed,
3, 2, 1. Initiating.
I love that. And Dylan, I think you helped me with like the command blocks on this part, because it was like, I want steam coming out. And the first time we were gonna use what was it, campfires. Then we decided to use the particle effect. And here's Lark's lines coming up.
Beautiful voice acting here.
Yeah.
I don't think campfires would have worked that well.
Yeah. We decided to use like an explosion kind of thing. Also, I just love the way the pod looks, Dylan. It looks so alien.
Yeah, I think it is pretty. He's pretty cool.
Dylan is very bad at taking yeah, it is pretty cool. It's like perfect. It's like, it is pretty awesome. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Test 301
It's
has
alright.
containment. Send down the
Dylan
guards.
builds a 3D model of the Mona Lisa in Minecraft.
It's
okay.
Okay. Oh, we're coming up on the guy. I'm so glad I didn't get a copyright strike on this part. I just love Aaron's design as well. They look so out of it, you know? In every scene, they look out of it, kind of. Like, it's just the way their skin looks. No, they look kind of. Oh, here he is. Dylan, you body acted for Janice in this scene, and I love the way.
Sorry, I was having a boogie. How many guards do you need?
Let him talk.
Is having a boogie.
Of course. In this scene, I made it so you could only see the left of Janice's face, so you didn't see the entirety of the scar.
Okay, on it. Beep boop boop boop.
Yeah, you could only see the left part of there. You wrote the beep boop, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yes! Yeah, and then just hard cut to that. I love that so much. I also love the symbolism of Aaron always being with the guards. Because, like, no scientist would... I don't know, I just need somebody to fit for that, and just Aaron was that guy. I like the scientist, he's awesome.
Secure the life form and prepare neurocognitive transformation protocol. If you dare kill or harm my specimen in any way, it'll be the last thing you do.
Oh, the scientist is so cool, man. I'm so mad we didn't get enough science in episode 2. Like, this shit was awesome.
Good.
Did the pressure point scene ever get used, or is that the scene coming up?
You helped write that, correct?
I wrote the scene.
Yeah.
Or most of it.
Yeah, you wrote the entirety of that. I just wrote, like, the action sequence and the dialogue for it.
Yeah.
But that was, yeah, this is entirely your scene coming up right here.
Right?
Pain is fear, Jessica. Well, fear is submission. Submission means progress.
There's so many good shots in episode 1, man. I always like having that kind of Minecrafty feel to it. But yeah, Ark, this is entirely your scene. But I do want to talk about a little bit of directive-ness I did on it.
The Binding of Isaac music in the back, that's the Binding of Isaac music, right?
Yeah, this is the Binding of Isaac.
Move. It'll only make things worse.
Obviously, the childish talk, like, these guys are just kids, they're trying to be intimidating. This thing doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It's not even, it's barely alive, you know?
Right.
Like, it can't hear these guys. They're just putting it into a corner for nothing. And this is what kicks everything off. All the build-up. That is not a pressure point. That was a sword, buddy.
What the hell did you do to it? You know what it'll do to us if you fucking killed it.
Don't worry, it's just a simple pressure point. It'll be back up and running within a few hours.
Yeah, that's your, this is your scene.
Killer of gods.
I did write all the Jessica stuff, though. I remember that.
Oh.
You
Archangel,
got the kid out of
killer
here,
of
right?
gods. I love that line.
I'm sure they're out by now. Come on.
There's stuff in here no one
Killer
can
of Gods
read.
is such a
and
badass subtitle.
All I'm saying is, better safe than sorry.
Hey,
right?
out of all of them, she
Yeah,
died.
alright,
She
fine.
was never
We'll see
killed
if
by a
I can get
god.
this thing contained.
It didn't
Come
say
on.
she was
She
killer
did
of
kill a
mortals,
god
too.
once, didn't she? Oh, this scene right here is what I wanna talk about the directive on this. So in the original script, it was just them carrying the arc out, right? And now, with the directiveness, I wanted to take it like obviously I couldn't do it because it's Minecraft, but
Creation test 2.40. Code
That's
name,
a-
salvation.
that's a
Test
little
results,
that's a
failure.
little something I can't
Marked
talk about.
for containment.
And we have failure again. But in this scene, I kind of wanted Ark to have their head down, like parallel to what the fuck's his name? Jesus, you know, how he gets carried.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's his name?
What's his
He's on
name?
the
Yeah,
cross.
God. Yeah, on the cross. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to have to parallel that, which I think it came out pretty awesome.
That one dude, you know which one.
Yeah, you know the guy.
I really like the timing that this happened because I think it was a day, like a couple days before you started editing
Get on the ground now.
episode 1 that Edmund McMillan tweeted out
Get
saying
on the
that
ground
people
or I
could use
shoot.
his.
I will not warn you.
the
Yeah,
music
no,
it was.
I found that that's why I used the music. I saw a tweet. I think
Who are you pointing that
you
at?
no.
Who is
I don't know. I don't remember if it was you,
is creating
but
correct.
I found out through either a tweet or you sent me a tweet
Sir, the
saying
child
that
was
all
I
of
sent
this.
you-
That child is my daughter.
Yeah.
Lower your weapon immediately.
I think I wrote that too.
What, that child is my daughter?
And
Yeah.
you, with your sword. Who do you think you are? A mighty hero, slaying the beast that entered unprohibited?
Yeah, I think this is literally just your
Report
scene.
to my office now.
I know I wrote it like the dialogue, but I think. No,
wrote some of the
you wrote the
dialogue.
guards line. I wrote the that child is my daughter. I remember.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you okay?
And I
Jessica?
love just the parallel of obviously those guards are children, and he's yelling
I'm
at them
fine.
for pointing a crossbow at their child. It's like,
They did not hurt you, correct?
Well, yelling at someone and threatening with a crossbow are two
No,
different
no,
things,
no.
Amy.
They didn't hurt.
Good.
well, the
Just saying.
scientist
All that
is
matters.
yelling at the
Come with me.
guards,
Let's go.
who are children.
Right. But yelling at children and pointing crossbows at children, two very, very different things.
Well, it's just like he's got that kind of hypocriticism to him, you know, of
Yeah.
well, these guards
Yeah.
they're expendable. I
Open
can
the guard chamber.
whatever, right?
Right away, sir.
And God knows what happens to those two guards,
I remember I helped out with. Or no, I was about to say something that was.
but I don't know how this didn't get copyrighted. Dylan body acted this part, I remember.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Janice?
This is the only
Yeah,
time
boss.
we really get to see Janice's scar now.
This is my daughter, Jessica. Keep a close eye on her, please. I have business to attend to.
We can boogie.
This is so weird. We can boogie.
Yes, Janice, you can boogie.
I like the way he says boogie. You can boogie.
Dude, I'd be terrified walking into that fucking
Yeah, like-
chamber.
Yeah.
That prison cell of a room.
You listen to music?
No. I write.
Whack.
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 And then we get the scientist walking down the hallway. Like, those guards are fucked. We know that now. Those
Yeah.
guards are probably
Or-
fucked.
Oh yeah, I helped a little bit with this scene.
You too.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Dylan, this is the,
This is the scene.
yeah. Oh, I've always wanted to point this out, and now I finally can. So, if you rotate the carpet the other way, the way it was facing, You can see it is in the outline of a totem of undying.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And Dylan was like, "That's gonna be stupid, man. That's a terrible idea." I was like, "No, it has to be. It has to be, Dylan." Me and Dylan have a lot of like little fights over like small things, like, man, but the rug, it needs to be this.
Any
I'm like,
world
no.
that
Trust
it would
me.
be okay to pull a bow on my child.
Also, just the respect of. I won't spoil anything, obviously, but in episode 3, the scientist always kind of has a soft spot for Jessica, even though they're grounded, you know, and the way they look to each other, like, ah, shit. I think, Dylan, you played the
By
scientist
tomorrow,
in this.
you are both to be out of my sight.
Oh, no,
Your ranks,
no, you played
medals,
the guy in the
your
back.
armor
Here he comes.
is to all be returned to me. This is playing nice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you understand me?
Here he
Yeah.
comes.
There's nobody in the back.
No.
Here he comes.
No. Look at me.
I love how perfectly timed that is. This scene, you can't even talk about it. It's just speechless.
Scum. Faulty. Weak. Get out
Faulty.
of my
Now,
sight.
by that time, we're starting to see a pattern with this guy and the word faulty. So it's like, okay. Ah, there he is! There he is! You see him? You see him? Oh my, there he is! There he is! Woo!
One of the many deities of the Harmless multiverse.
Yeah, that's in
surrounding.
everything I've created. Dylan started it in the agent fight, I believe, and it's just carried through all the way since.
No, because it happened before the agent, because Saul Goodman and Walter White appeared in a stream where I was playing Ark.
Yeah, but I mean, in every like cinematic thing, this guy has appeared, and he's canonically an overseer now.
So I have
Only the viewers
I headcanon that like Saul
No.
like
You're doing it
used
all
his
wrong.
powers
You gotta
to
really
give
put
the
your
legal
soul into
advice after that.
If you
To
ain't
give
going
what?
to do it
Sue
right,
the hell out of the
you don't
scientist.
boogie
To
it
give the
all.
two guards legal advice.
Oh.
All right
To
then.
sue the fuck out of the scientist.
Let's see it.
See what?
How do you boogie?
There's something
Well,
very
it all
nice about
starts
this scene,
with the music.
and it's that I didn't get copyrighted for using Breaking Bad music. And Jessica just pans and just stares at this fucking maniac dancing in front of them.
You should have been sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler.
That wasn't a thing in 2021.
Oh, you're right.
Come on.
Just that quick.
We're leaving.
Bye, Janice.
Hey man, you gotta teach your child how to boogie.
Thank you, Janice. I'll take it into consideration.
Janice is the only person that the scientist has to listen to.
You hired that guy?
Well, yes. I hired
Numpkin
Janice.
was talking about how
Out of all the people in this dump,
this
you hired
feels like
that
it's
guy?
written towards the viewer. This line that the
Not
scientist
everything
says.
can be too serious, Jessica. Come on, we need to leave.
She's like, not everything could be too serious. That feels like it's being written for the viewer. And I was like, well, yeah, it is. It's supposed to be meta. I also just love this shot of the
Meta
guards.
gaming.
You know, the implications are that all of that happened in the span of like an hour in the Scientist series
That's-
world. Because it's now
That makes
sunrise.
sense.
And then now we have the longest scene in history. So we're just gonna have to appreciate the nature.
I know, I'm thinking about, like... I hated the sound of them walking on the grass. It tickled my ears in the wrong way.
Me and Dylan yelled at each other for days about how to get the bridge right. Because I wanted it to be a creaky bridge, and he wanted it to be sturdy and strong.
Bridge was shit.
I love the bridge still.
It
I
makes it would, in my opinion, it would make more sense if the bridge was sturdy
Hey,
and strong
How
because
about we get you
the
some new
scientist
clothes?
wouldn't
Exactly.
use a
guy that can
creaky
get them
bridge.
cheap.
If anything, he would make his
Sure.
own bridge to make it sturdy.
Well, what
Doesn't
it's
sound
supposed
bad.
to represent is this industrial kind of lab on the left, and this whole village and humanity and people on the right. And I was thinking,
Yeah, I get
what
that.
connected them wouldn't be some huge, strong foundation, right? It would be this creaky, old bridge that no one would want to really cross because, I mean, they're not supposed to. It's on a different island, you know? It's safe, but creaky and fucked up. Also, this song, I'm so glad it was in public domain. This was such a steal. I don't even know how I found this song, but I did, and it was amazing. Because it's perfect
Hey
for
Dylan, you're echoing.
Oh, yeah, a
I
little.
don't remember.
Just the lyrics to this song. I don't know if it comes up, but... This song is called California, Here I Come by, like, Al Bowie or something.
I get it. California from
Yes.
the Harmless SMP.
And also the Scientist series in episode 2 and stuff.
And there was also a California district of Jungolia.
Yeah, well, because Harmless is sentimental. I want to talk about these two right here. If we turn up the audio here, I think they deserve the credit. They carried Scientist series. So Charlie made these like skins of like just coal mine people, and I was like, wow, I need like background talking for them. And I found these two. I came across these two guys talking about Marvel and the Marvel universe, and they're talking about Black Panther. And now, if you listen to the audio, it's just them speaking, and you can hear.
Tell me what you know about that.
He has a suit and he's called King. That's all you need to know. That's like spliced. Like
Holy
the original,
shit.
the original line that they're talking about was like, he has a suit made out of vibranium, and he's the king of Wakanda, and he's called the Black Panther. That's all you need to know. But I like chopped it up and it was like, he has a suit and he's called King. That's all you need to know. And then we lead right into the man, the myth, the legend.
Ah, just the man I was waiting
One
to
and
see.
only.
It's you, Dylan.
Hey there.
Ooh, the
Long time no
voice.
see, huh?
Ooh, ooh.
I love how Jessica still
presume
looks
so.
in the background.
What can I do
How's the
you
wife treating
for?
you?
Look at me, King.
Better than ever, I suppose. Or maybe it's that fancy zoo, huh? I wonder who made it.
Something
What
I've
can I
always
do for
loved
you
about
today?
King's character is his
Nice
showbiz
whiskey or a
fronts.
wine, a shot or two.
Like
I
he
can get you
always
25% off,
greets
you
his
know.
customers and everybody with a smile.
No, we're looking for something.
How the fuck
much
can you
more
tell? There's a
pricier
TV on his
than
head.
that.
You can hear it through his voice,
That's
Dylan.
what
You
I'm
actually
saying.
you voice acted it
Alright,
very
fine.
well,
Bounce it
Dylan.
off me.
Like he sounds like he has a smile on
I'll
his
gladly
face
run
now.
some numbers for you.
Dylan voice acting it was depressed and like
A
crying.
TV?
Well, yes.
I'm on
it
the
is.
edge of it.
Signature,
He just got tough.
branding. I can teach you all about it, but you likely won't have the time.
We're looking to buy some especially tailored clothes.
Ah, another suit, eh?
No, not for me. For Jessica here. They haven't gotten new clothes in who knows.
You love gender
gladly.
affirming father, using they them pronouns.
You know what you might want? Another dress? You know that one looks amazing on you.
Well, actually, I was thinking of something more cozy.
Ah, gotcha. What are you thinking?
Maybe some sort of just flannel.
I love
a
this
red
song
and
that
black
comes on in
pattern,
the
maybe?
background. This is exactly the shit King would
Family
listen
calls,
to.
huh? Never get old. Yeah,
Agreed.
I can do that for you.
Oh, red and black flannel.
Really?
I wonder what that.
I remember-
Of course. Business is business. I'll be glad to
I
help.
remember, oh, don't spoil, because that actually is something.
Thank you again, King.
Hey,
Oh, I was
you
talking
know
about
I've
how
got
funny
you.
his skin wore
Whenever
red
you
and
need,
black flannel.
thick or thin.
So,
And
payment?
there's
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's on the house.
Oh, they do,
no,
don't
King,
they?
really.
yeah.
Listen, the kid wants a flannel. It's not that hard to make. I've got it, okay?
King, really.
And the scientist is their dad too!
I owe you a favor.
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit. Wow.
It's all
now Art
connected.
needs to get a red and black flannel.
Anything else?
That's just a theory.
A game theory.
Well,
A game theory!
I'm quitting YouTube. Goodbye.
No! I had genuine tears form in my eyes
too.
watching that video.
Oh, dear.
I'm glad that...
I can't read anymore.
I don't know what the point of that scene was.
Please be safe, Jessica.
That's the only thing I'd take out of this episode, or actually make it make more sense. I absolutely hate this
What was
scene.
she reading?
She was reading Jessica's notes.
Uh-oh. Jessica writes notes on a fucking scroll?
Well, it's like a page, you know. Oh, here's Ark's lines. Oh my god, Dylan, can we finally talk about the blood vial? If you look at it, it's a blender with like watermelon in it. It's not a blood vial, it's a watermelon, like in a blender.
Yes, sir.
Smoke cannon drinks watermelon smoothies.
It looked good. It's fine.
It did look good,
It's
you're right.
fine.
Perfect, Erin. As always.
I do love the contrast of this little room.
It shows. It is highly admired.
This little room,
especially
it's
amongst
like
the people in my
blacks,
class.
oranges, reds. This is exactly Smoke's environment you'd see them in, you know?
Yeah.
I love
also
the
like
set design.
However,
I also like
it
the
is a
character
shame
contrast
you
between
feel
like
the line
Aaron
of
and
duty
Smoke.
Oh yeah,
is
definitely. Because like
Pardon me, sir?
Smoke thinks Aaron is
With all
dumb.
due respect, Erin, you are no more than a lapdog fetching
Smoke
your
thinks that he
master's
can get what he
amusements.
wants from Aaron.
Are you not?
That's just the way it's
Sir.
written, right? Like, but Aaron isn't dumb.
Everyone has a place.
Yeah.
You have yours, I have mine. The system
Like Aaron
is
stands
as
their
it
ground
exists.
more than once in
Yes,
this episode, and it's just,
suppose.
or in episode 2 as well.
It is not my place to fight an order. I know what I got myself into when I signed my name on those pages.
Erin, I can fight the
Is
order.
that a dagger?
I can get you moved
That's
to
a
my
knife,
class,
a
my
sword,
ranks.
a chip.
I can teach
and-
you more than you will ever get out of
I
the
love that I could find that chip add-on because that was clutch.
The protocol may begin.
Aaron walking out on Smoke was just perfect, chef's kiss.
So real.
And we don't see what really happens next, but in episode 2, that arc ends up being a failure. So it could be sabotage.
Failure.
Journal
faulty.
entry 34.
I love the contrast
I-
between them as well.
Guess he's not that bad.
Yeah.
They're both writing in their little.
Just seeing my father stand up for me and seem to show respect and care. As weird as it sounds, felt off. Don't get me wrong, I got what I wanted. I liked it. It just felt, I don't know, surreal, fake.
So this kind of goes into
Dream.
character building here.
I guess I never have the
Jessica's
chance to dream, though.
like main goal
thoughts
at the
always seem to
start
drown
was
it
like
out.
to blow
Today
up,
felt silent. So many noises and
connect
questions.
with her
But it
parents,
felt
right?
silent.
The scientist. So
The gut
she goes to the
feeling of
lab,
being happy,
and
but almost feeling like I don't deserve
you know, they feel
there's something
rebellious at the
wrong with
start. They steal the notes,
maybe
and they're
it's
like, "Oh,
wrong
my
with
dad
me."
isn't that bad." So now the
Seconds
goal
feel
has
so much
changed
more useful
from
now.
I want to spend time with my dad to
Not just
why do
something
I
that
have this
slips
notebook
away.
now? What the fuck am I doing with this book
Something
with information?
important.
I stole it because I was like,
Something I can use. I've been having weird moments where I zone out recently.
which perfectly ties into
My
episode
ears.
2.
They hurt. They ring. I become so aware, yet so disassociated with everything around me. I got a book. I stole it. I want to read it, but I'm afraid of being caught. I know Mother was in here. My papers weren't the same way I left them. I'll get to the research tomorrow. End
Is
of
the
log.
clock ticking getting louder, or is that just me?
No, it's not.
It feels like it is.
Yeah, I really like the silence with the and then turns to the clock. Yeah, because the seconds ticking away is something that Jessica talks about even. And that's sunset, or yeah, sun's going down, so there's a little time skip. Puts the journal away. There was a cutscene here where she has another nightmare,
You ever think we're gonna finish this?
but it just didn't flow very well.
Doesn't matter.
That was
Someone has
the
to,
that was the big
right?
scene that all your
That's what
like
they
real
taught us.
lines of if
Mark
you
down
remember
20 for his
were in.
failure. Next.
Yeah. Are we gonna do this again for episodes 4 through 6?
4? What do you mean?
It feels like we are getting
When 4
nowhere.
comes out. And
Oh, we're only doing
then-
episode 1 today. We're not going all the way to 3. No way.
Oh, we're not? Okay,
No
thank
way.
God.
No way.
Fuck we are.
No, no way. I don't have that
When
much
are
time.
we-
That's 3 hours.
When are we gonna do episode 2?
Another time. I just like going back and
Let's do the first one. Let's see how that goes.
I when I first made that, it jump scared me.
Test 24. Mark as successful.
Holy shit.
Something interesting about that is it
That's
just
it.
blew up
We did it.
and all the lights turned off.
We did
What
it.
about that is successful? You know?
Fucking Erin.
Yeah.
She's
a
terrifying.
lot of people
What was that?
like
I don't
miss all of
I
Erin
don't ask
because they just hide
I
in the
just do my
shadows.
job. If you were smart, you'd do the same.
We have Celine
I'm
kind
gonna
of
go get my
just
journal if you don't mind.
blowing up
Okay,
on the
Flashy.
Endurian because
Stop calling me that, Indarian.
You're mean.
oh, poor Eden. You're mean.
You're just the next test experiment.
Damn.
This part is really loud and jump scares me every time. Oh, I hate it.
That scared the shit out of me.
Emergency meeting.
Erin was the imposter.
It's like Among Us.
No shit, Sherlock.
Among Us. So in that other scene, I do want to elaborate. Celine kind of blows up on that random person because like now everything she's done is like fallen under deaf ears, right? She tried to talk to someone like, maybe we shouldn't be
And where do you think you're going?
inhumanely
Back
experimenting on
inside for my
living
notes.
things, and so it's like, just do your thing, just do your
You're
job,
gonna
shut up
need
and do
to
your
better
job.
than that. You don't even
She's
have
just
half a badge.
dealt such a bad card, or a bad hand, not even just a card.
Alright,
Bad
Who, the
Princess.
Endarian or Celine?
Move
no,
along.
Celine.
Excuse me? I need my
I'm
notes.
a day one Celine supporter. Everything she does is
Tell you
justified.
There will be consequences.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be. Now move.
She's kind of a bitch, but like
This
goated,
is
you know.
guard A1B13 looking to reach
It's
Janice.
like
Over.
you.
Thank you.
Need something?
Yeah.
Except for I don't
We've
have
got
red
an
hair.
uncomplacent visitor down here near the ARC facility.
You seem
She's also
like you have like a
canonically
dark
trans.
red hair.
Alright.
So real.
We need some backup just to get them back to their correct stations.
What a dick.
Fine.
We need to have a boogie.
A1B13.
Thanks for interrupting me.
I was getting down with it. Gosh.
Oh, would you look at that? Any moment now, some real workers will come put you back in your place, princess.
Would you stop fucking calling me that? You're disgusting.
Oh, look who's coming to pick you up. Even better.
I remember in that scene, Dylan looked behind him. He was like, "Wow, nobody." Because it was just
Is
an
there
area
a
away.
problem here?
Yes, sir. Just another low level refusing to get back to work. We called in for some guards.
What? Some almighty guards like yourselves couldn't handle the job. Pathetic. What's going on?
Nothing, sir. These guards just refuse to move. All I
Obviously,
requested was the doors to open so I could get my
Smoke
notebook.
mistreating the guards. You know, we love it.
And that
And then
Real.
taking sides with the scientist, because you know,
Gross ones, too.
manipulative.
Thank you for
Favorite
bringing this to
manipulative
my
motherfucker in the show.
attention. Please feel free to go in and get your belongings.
Thank you, sir.
Move.
And this is where it all comes together. Act 3. Short, but
Please feel free to go in.
Thank you again.
we just have Celine humming. Love that. Yep, and then the revelation. God, I love this.
What the? Where's the?
Yeah, cause like, if your life work had gone missing overnight and some assholes were blocking you, you'd think they stole it.
Real.
Like all like 10 years of life, your life goes missing. You'd be a little scared.
News. Arcadia's laboratory has officially broken through, creating the first mark of archangels. More on that after the break. I'm your host, Ace. Catching after this.
We love Ace.
Good
I need to
morning.
write more for
Breakfast
Ace.
will be done by the time your father is home.
Oh, you could hear the ad in the back. I like how you could see the breakfast from like yesterday just sitting on the table, by the way. That's an oopsie. We forgot to give it a bit. Dylan, you're the builder. You should have known
Test
better.
2.40.
My vision.
Salvation's Angel. What the hell is this thing?
Always when I cut from Jessica to Aaron, they're both holding books.
Sir, this
is none of your business, correct? Remember what you said, Aaron.
Yes, sir. But the
Down now.
Love their
I
voice
can't do
actors,
that.
both of them.
My rank doesn't allow it. If the all-knowing one were to find out,
He won't. And as far as I was concerned, you went up a rank. Now let's go down.
I can't remember.
Yes,
it might
sir.
have been me, but Ark, do you remember? Who made the name for the all-knowing one? It was me, right? Like back in HM.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so. I think it's very clear that the all-knowing one is the scientist in this. No, like because
Yeah,
it doesn't
it
give
is
them
very
any
clear.
context. It doesn't say scientist. The scientist. They call him the all-knowing one. That's kind of like his official name. You have these assholes coming back in.
You've been in here longer than prohibited. We need you to leave. That's an order.
It was just. You did this!
Oh, I love their voice actor. I think they're voiced by like Wintermelon, I think is their name.
Don't make this harder than it
I can
has to
look right
be.
now, actually.
Move on.
Yeah,
I
Winter.
dedicated everything to the research! All of it!
Just leave.
Where are they? No, you can't!
When body acting this, Dylan did like the mock Batman, where are they thing.
sir, really,
And we had to do
I
like
need
20
to know.
takes.
Aaron, you denied my offer.
Coming to the end. Getting the glowberries perfect was so hard.
You do
Dylan
not
hates me
need
for it.
To know.
We had to like bone meal
Unless,
everything.
of course, you wanted to change your statement and join my class.
Such an asshole, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's like
Thought
a
as
response at this
much.
point, but
Leave me.
he sounds like the bad guy. It's just royalty-free music I found and it worked.
My old friend.
He does such a good creepy chuckle. I just love this whole thing. I think this is the thing we filmed last.
Well, duh, it's the last scene.
Well, yeah, but we don't film it linear.
Yeah, no.
They weren't ready for us.
So I just...
Still
I love how it... I think Dylan was the one to point this out, but that sound effect... So that's another ambience, the bwah thing. That's from Star Wars. That's the Boba Fett like ship grenade thing.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's just from Star Wars, the portal opening sound. Oh. Episode 1, so good. Oh, there it is. Co-written by Bunny and you, Art. Co-produced by Dylan. And just this beautiful end credits song. I think I did the piano and Vanessa, Jessica's voice actor, did the vocals. So there it is.
Yeah, Windmill played Celine.
Yeah.
Real.
And then another person named Celine as Eden, with an S. All the music. God, I like episode. What's your favorite episode arc? You've only seen episode 1, haven't you? Yeah, you've only seen episode 1. I forgot. Like, Ark, you're such a fake fan.
I'm sorry.
And I think Dylan said his favorite was number 2 because it's his episode.
Motherfucker. Yeah. You can't call me a fake fan.
What? I'd like my own episode. I think my favorite episode so far is episode 4 or 5. Even though it's
4
not
or 5.
out yet.
Yeah, the ones that nobody can see.
Yeah,
you can't even call me a fake fan because if it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be a scientist series.
That's not true, Ark.
Yes, it is, and you know it.
No, it's not. Well, there wouldn't be an Archangel in the Scientist series with a scientist.
There also wouldn't be an Aaron in the Scientist series.
You're right, actually. Good point.
And if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have gotten Scythen or Bunny because they joined through my TikTok.
They joined through my comment, though.
Yeah, they joined through your comment, but it was my TikTok. Meaning if I didn't post a TikTok...
Okay.
Episode 2 is only in the works. It's been like 10 months.
Come on. It's right there. I love that thumbnail. Harmless rat.
So yeah,
oh,
you wouldn't have had anybody.
That's not true. I could make my own.
You wouldn't
characters.
have had
I would have had a
Janice. You would have had Salvo. Because supposed you wouldn't have Salvo, yeah, you would have, because that was Ash's thing, if I remember right.
No, that's my thing.
Or yeah, it was your thing, but like
Test
Ash had like attached to himself to it. I don't know how much is what's all out yet, so I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want anything to be spoilered.
Wait, send it to me.
Hold on.
No.
Okay, yeah.
That's
so I was
why.
about to say that.
Yeah, that's why I was. Yeah. I can't change it, but I have a way of going about that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. But there it is. That's the Scientist Series, episode 1, commented over by Ark, co-writer, me, producer, and Dylan, builder and co-producer, I think. Right? Co-producer? Dylan is like for Dylan right now it's like 3:45. 11 p.m. I got him and he was like, "Oh, yeah, sure, we could do a stream." He's fucking tired out of his mind right now.
I've been trying to do homework and shit. It's been a pain in the ass.
Alright, well, there it is. Thank you guys for coming out. I can't wait to do this with episode 2. Maybe we'll get like Oscar's voice actor as well, because I love Oscar's voice actor. They're awesome.
We should try to get more voice actors besides me, of course, and Dylan.
Oh yes, the best voice actor, Ark. Well, I mean, episode 1 was kind of like an internal thing. It really was just like a select handful of people. I mean,
right. But I mean,
well, thank you guys.
I guess it makes sense to have the star of the show be in the first episode to watch through. No, me. What?
Oh, of course, you.
The show isn't about him.
It's the Archangel series.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming out and VCing with me at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Or 6 for you.
6:13, asshole.
Yeah. You better go watch episode 2 and do your homework so we can talk about it in like a week.
In a week? That's actually fucking perfect, Avi. I love you.
Why? Why is a week
Because
perfect?
I'm gonna lose power tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, we're getting a fucking like snowstorm. It's gonna be
Well, are you
8
gonna have
inches of
power
snow,
in the week? You
followed
better.
by rain, followed by 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Oh yeah, that big blizzard thing. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I hope I get snow.
I have to take a shower tonight because I'm not gonna be able to get a shower for like 4 days.
Oh yes, and showering is very hard for you, Ark.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
No, because
You have to take a
because,
shower
like,
tomorrow.
I'd take a shower tonight because I'm not gonna be able to for like 4 days because I have a well, which means we have a water pump, and that's how we get our water, and we have a water heater, which means and we don't have a generator, so I actually think
Well, you
I'm
better
not
be available
going.
next week.
I'll try to be. Depends on when next week.
Tell that blizzard to
I
fuck
also have-
off, because scientist series is more important. This is what I pay you for,
Real.
Ark.
You don't pay me.
Yeah, exactly. I expect you here next week, same time.
Um,
Actually, maybe not same time, because I'm really like exhausted.
So
I love talkies.
I think I'm gonna script write.
You're gonna what?
Script write.
Good for you. I'm gonna end stream.
Oh, you didn't end stream? You seriously made that
No.
comment about me showering before you end stream?
Yeah, of course.
You're
I
an
did.
asshole.
We're gonna end stream now. Everybody,
Archangel
bye.
Showers daily.
Bye. Say bye, Ark.